Okay, dude. You're gonna have to send me a link, Alpha, because I don't know. I don't know. Why is there a book about sex in my For You page? I don't know. Oh, thanks, Cherry. It's the first one, the red eye. Seriously? I did not see that. Hold up. Oh, there we go. Ooh, look at that cover. The Red Eye by Nathan R. Fillion? First of all, is your name seriously Nathan Fillion? Like the actor from Firefly? How has Firefly come up as often as it has on my stream? Seriously. Okay, so this is a very cool cover. I really like it. The red eye, the lettering is too covered up. I cannot see that says red eye. That could say Tre Red Eve, for all I know. Your name is Nathan Fillion? That's hilarious. Are you the real Nathan Fillion? That would be so cool. I'm a fan. This is very exciting. I'm getting action, obviously. Dystopian, war, AI. Let's see here. We have a male main character and a supernatural piece to this. So I think that your cover is great. The red eye, kind of, it's like Eye of Saruman kind of thing going on here. I'm interested in that. Is it aliens? Is it metaphorical? I don't know. But the cover is great. The title is great. However, that needs to be fixed. The red eye lettering needs to be fixed. That's being covered up too much by the clouds. And can you just inch up the Nathan Fillion title so that we can read it all the way? Who knows? Okay. And then it's ongoing, so we don't have a good time on this. But, okay, let's see here in the summary. Very short, very sweet. It's more than just a vampire. It's Dracula, said a young man named Ciaran. Ciaran must meet two men, one named the American Psycho and one named Kita. They go hunting for vampires and kill many werewolves and have fun with mermaids. Okay, that's fun. So one thing about a summary is it gives you kind of a taste of the author's writing style. I'm assuming that you put effort into your summary because it's supposed to hook your readers. However, I see several grammatical and spelling errors grammatical errors in this summary. It is very short, which I'm not opposed to, especially with the details that you go in here. So it's more than just a vampire. It's Dracula. Love that as an opening. Said a young man named Ciaran. So said it should be lowercase s. And then a young man named Ciaran. You don't see anything like somebody named Ciaran. That's, I feel like that is kind of weird to read. So I would rethink that. Ciaran must meet. It's MEET, not meat like food. Ciaran must meet two men, and it should be comma, one named the American Psycho and one named a capital K, Kita. They go hunting for vampires and kill many werewolves, comma, and ... have fun with mermaids. So there's a lot going on there. I am going to assume based off of this summary that the book is going to be hard to read based off of that. No, not really. Maybe he's hungry. I did this quick. Sorry. No, you don't need to be sorry. I'm just telling you as a potential reader, I'm going to see this and be like, oh, that kind of sounds cool based on what's going on, but I can already tell it's going to be too hard for me to read. So I'm not going to read it just because it's hard to pass that kind of stuff. Two men, one named the American Psycho. So you can Ciaran, so you could like make this exciting instead. Ciaran on Ciaran's travels, he meets two men, the American Psycho and Kita. You don't need to have one named. You can have your main character's name and then, you know, going, you don't see that. I'm only 14 too. There's no way that's true. You're like 40 something, right? They go hunting for vampires and kill many werewolves. So they're hunters, right? So I would have a lot more fun with this. Badly Hurt Alpha. No, I'm not. He's from Kita's stream. What? I thought you were 40 something. Are you 14? Okay, you are 40 something. No, I'm not. I can't tell if you're joking. Badly Hurt Alpha. Are you a child? Okay. He's 14? Dude. Okay, well that changes things. I thought you were like 40 this entire time. I thought you were 40 something, that you were like the oldest person. That means I'm the oldest person in Kita's. I thought that you were the oldest one. So this kid in this picture is you, Badly Hurt Alpha. That is not you with a kid. That is, the kid is you. What the heck? Is that your dad? I thought that the older gentleman was you. That's you right there with the big old smile. That's your dad? Oh my gosh. This entire time I thought that you were like 40 something. Jeez Louise. Okay, so if that is the case, Badly Hurt Alpha, I thought you were like a 40-year-old man who didn't know the difference between meat and meat. If you're 14, not knowing the difference between meat and meat makes perfect sense. Dude. Okay, so this is your first attempt at a book. Also, you probably have no idea who Nathan Fillion is. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, so Alpha, hit me up on Discord. We're going to work on this summary together because it sounds like a really cool it's a supernatural type of hunter story. Have more fun with that, and also have fun with mermaids, and it's rated mature, dude. Oh, okay. Bet when though? Okay, saying bet, I should have known you were 14. Nah, he's got to know. No way he hasn't dealt with the references his whole life. Seriously. Okay, have way more fun with this summary, Alpha. One named the American Psycho, one named Kita. I love that you named them Kita, by the way. Jeez Louise, I cannot believe you're 14. Okay, they go hunting for vampires and kill many werewolves and have fun with mermaids. Meat is the food. Yeah. Okay. All right, Alpha. Just a wee baby already trying to write a novel. These overachievers. They go hunting for vampires and kill many werewolves. Oh, and it's not werewolves. It would be VES plural. So werewolves. You eat meat. Okay. It's more than just a vampire. It's Dracula. First of all, I'm a big fan of Dracula fiction, obviously. Well, it's all fiction, but like fan fiction. Oh, okay. Werewolves. All right. Said a young man named Ciaran. Okay, so how about this? If we were to rewrite this summary, it would be like, it's more than just a vampire. It's Dracula, Ciaran screamed. New paragraph, right? Because we just went from an excerpt, a fun excerpt, to what the summary is. Ciaran On his journey to defeat Dracula, what? No, Dracula is real. Vlad the Impaler is real. Sorry, Dracula is kind of real. On Ciaran's journey to defeat the epic warlord turned demon vampire Dracula, he meets two men, the American Psycho and Kita. The trio team up to defeat the, killer villain, whatever, along the way, killing werewolves and having fun with mermaids. First of all, this is my type of story as far as vampires, werewolves, and mermaids. I love that kind of stuff. I love fantasy in general, but this type is great. And this is a lot of fun. This is very, very cool. But definitely work on that summary. Let's see here. Meeting two men is too mature for a 14-year-old to be writing or reading. I don't know. He's on Wattpad writing mature stories and is having fun with mermaids. So, okay. So as far as tags go, we are only working with action, fantasy, and suspense. Let's go crazy here. Vampires, werewolves, mermaids, those are all tags. I would also put hunting, supernatural. I would say like go into, I have a girlfriend. That's how I know this stuff. Okay. Hell, I was writing Yu-Gi-Oh fan fiction at 14. What was I doing at 14? 14-year-old Missy. Definitely wasn't writing anything. Obviously, I was reading things, but I wasn't reading smut. You guys are funny. I was definitely, the internet wasn't necessarily a thing when I was a kid. I had dial-up. I was talking to my friends on MSN Messenger, which is, it's like Discord for old people. I am old. So old. Okay. So let's add to these. So your tags should be genre, themes, subgenres, wild cards. You can include the setting if it's a setting, if that's relevant, like New York, Paris. It could be, or a time period, 1950s, futuristic. But I would look up genres, look up subgenres. Action, fantasy, and suspense are all genres, but you have a subgenre here. So I would include vampires, werewolves, and mermaids as something here. Ireland. It's Ireland? Are you Irish? That would be so cool if you were Irish. I would just love to hear a 14-year-old with an Irish accent talk. I could listen to it forever, actually. Okay, let's see here. Hero's journey. Yes, I'm Irish. Okay. In Ireland, what do they call kids? Can you answer that for me? I called D-Not this the other day. Are you Googling it because you're not actually Irish, or are you actually Irish? I need to know. People on the internet. Kids, duh. I don't know. My great-grandfather's from Ireland, so half Irish. Oh, but you live in America. I thought you were saying that you lived in Ireland. Okay, never mind. A wee lad. It is wee bairn, or is it that Scottish? I'm an ignorant American. Okay, I was thinking weigh-in. They call the kids weigh-ins there. Okay, so this is set in Ireland. That's kind of cool. So I'm assuming that you know a lot about Ireland to be basing a book there. Okay. Is it futuristic? Is it post-apocalyptic? Is magic, like magic would be another one. Another tag that could be used here. There's a few. Definitely more. 3 is not enough tags. So work on that. I think this looks cool though. You got a cool cover. Just definitely, I want to be able to read the cover or the title. Yeah, you need more tags for sure. Max those out. Yeah, you can have like 25 tags. Use them all. There's no reason not to use them all. And add vampires. Some people do not read the summary. And I do not get vampire from the cover. I think you get around 20 to 25. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 25. So anyways, looking forward to reading it. And also reach out to me on Discord and I'll help you. Especially if you're 14 and writing. These kids are so freaking impressive. I was just not reading this stuff. By the way, when do you want me to reach out to you? Whenever you want. You can reach out to me today. You can reach out to me right now and I'll message you back when I have time. That's how friends work. Alpha, we're part of the same writing community. You can reach out to me whenever. Okay. My review book. My beloved review book. Okay. Going through. Oh, and by the way, a little computer tip. Yeah, tonight's great. This is where I reveal I'm 14. Yeah, right, Dina, Mr. Fiance. I've seen your face, Dina. I saw you on a pillow. You shared a picture of your dog, and I saw a picture of you in a Spider-Man outfit on a pillow. Okay, a little computer tip for everybody. If you hit this little button on your cursor, instead of hitting the left click, it opens a new window and you don't have to keep popping into the window. So The Price of Silence, we're going to be reviewing this one by Valentina. Not sure if you're still here. Maybe at 7 o'clock. I mean, 7 o'clock. Okay, no, it's date night from me and my husband. I won't respond immediately. Reach out to me. You should be so nervous, Valentina. I'm going to be so mean. Okay. Yeah, Alpha, just message me whenever and I'll respond whenever. That's what's so great about instant messaging. So, but if you want to actually have like a session with me where we like talk, we would actually have to schedule that. She tore me to shreds, Valentina. Be nervous. I feel like I did tear you to shreds, didn't I, Dina? However, I loved your book, so there's that. I loved it and I wanted to be helpful. So let's see. Okay. Be nervous, Valentina. The Price of Silence. Let's check it out. Let's roast this bad boy. Okay. Looking at the cover, I'm getting, rich folk. Definitely romance. I like how clearly you can read the title. I cannot read this very well. Her sister is her only weakness, and now her sister is her only weakness, and now the most dangerous man in the mafia knows it. Oh, it's a mafia story. Make this bigger so I can see it. And then if you could, make this picture a little bit brighter. I don't know if it's just me and my old lady eyes, but I cannot see it very well. Just a smidge brighter. Okay, bye, Alpha. Enjoy your life. Reach out to me on Discord. Okay, yeah. I like the title. I wasn't necessarily getting mafia, but because it's on Wattpad, I should have known it was mafia. And it looks like he's going to be based on of the subtitle here. Air. All right. I'm guessing. Sorry. I'm guessing that ALR is all right. I'm not 100% sure. But, yeah, we love a mafia romance, right? They're great. It just got really dark in here. I want to turn on my TV, which is right above me. Missy doesn't speak Zoomer. All right. Sorry. I know. Hang on. I like the cover. I like The Price of Silence. Ooh, and I feel like whenever I see, so The Price of Silence, like if you were to just show me The Price of Silence without giving me a cover or a summary, I would assume that it is about somebody who has a secret, and because they don't tell that secret, or, speak their truth or whatever, that's the plot of the story. So that's what I think the price of silence says about a story. It could be the price of silence, like seeing something illegal, witnessing something illegal, witnessing abuse happening, and then not saying something and things get worse, or, something along those lines. Not sure what this is going to be about, but, big secret. All right. So anyways, the price of silence. I like it. I like the cover. I would brighten it up a smidge, and I would make this bigger, because keep in mind, most people are looking at this on their phones and it's really, really small. So you can't see those details. If you can make them bigger, you should. I have a cover for my book that I love. Cherry made it. Freaking Angel Cherry. It's so good. You can see it when you open up the book, because you can blow up the picture better when you open up the book. But I don't use that one because there's these little details that you cannot see. And it's like, I just want to I want to make those details bigger, because if you're basically what I do when I'm looking at my cover is I kind of hold my phone back and squint, and that's going to be somebody's first impression of your cover. So do that when you're doing this. I think that the picture is great. I think that the font and the style of the price of silence is great. I would make the little subheading bigger. Also, people don't use subheading options enough. They can really make your story pop when people read them and give you a hint about it. They don't read the summary. They may just look at that and be like, I'm in, So anyways, great job on that. Let's open this bad boy up. Okay. Oops. That's the story. My bee. What is happening here? More. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's ongoing. I always look at how long it takes to read. So it's ongoing, but there's apparently 27 minutes in 3 chapters, which is pretty good sized chapters. That's awesome. Okay, let's read this summary. Warning: contains some swearing, cursing, explicit gore, some torture, death, blackmail, etc. Read at your own risk. So first of all, trigger warnings to me can be hooks. I love my swearing / cursing. I love my explicit gore. I love torture, death, blackmail. That's great. The only mature themes I don't like are dark themes, like abuse, or even some really heavy drug related things, and smut. I don't like smut, but a lot of people will see, sexual things and be like, yep, I'm in. I would love to read me some sexual things. So anyways, love the warning. Great. Let's get into the summary. She's in Kita's Discord. Mythic wrote, are you really? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Okay. Eve loves her little sister more than anything, and she would go to any depth to keep her safe. Breaking someone's ribs? Yes. Killing them? Also yes. First of all, hell yes. I freaking love that opening. I love that opening. I cannot tell you enough how much that made my heart go up. Great first line. I love it. Okay, sorry, I'm getting excited. Under everyone's scrutinizing gaze, she's a sweet and quiet nobody girl. Under the cover of night, she's plotting and executing foolproof plans that take the lives of anyone who dares hurt her beloved sister. But when Lucy is taken by one of the biggest, darkest, scariest figures of the underworld, can she save her younger sister without falling into the clutches of the evil mafia mastermind? Honestly, fantastic opening. Hey, Author Oracle! She's a real author, Author Oracle. Yeah, this is awesome. What the heck? This is awesome. I would honestly, it's so awesome. I'm concerned that the story doesn't live up to it. That's how good it is. I hope that is so good. That is good. Notes. Oh, cover by my wonderful friend Crystal_Ima. She's the one who recommended you do this. That's awesome. Sent a friend request, Missy. Okay, thanks, Alpha. Okay. Wow, that's quite a compliment. Thank you. This is so good. I want to know why would people want to hurt her sister? So this is just me saying questions like this is the things I'm curious about the story. Not saying you need to include this in the summary, by the way. I'm just telling you what this makes me think. First of all, I love this idea of a secret identity. That's killer. I love the idea that she's involved in the underworld. I want to know, why does she have to protect her sister from this world? Is this why she's in the world? And the fact that yeah, I love it. I love it all. Love, love, love it. No, I'm so stupid. What the heck? Yes, she's one of my best friends ever. Ray Ray, hi. Oh, hello, Ray Ray. Okay, yeah, this is awesome. I love your summary. That is phenomenal. Let's look at the tags. Blackmail, kidnapped, mafia. Okay, well, should it be ransom instead of blackmail? Let's see. Blackmail, kidnapped, mafia, mafia X serial killer, murder, mystery, plot twist, protective, romance, secret identity, serial killer, threats, tricks, twisty. How can you miss this live? This is so sad. How can you miss this live? How can I miss this live? Sorry, Valley. I just started. And you can catch the YouTube video afterwards if you want to see the 5 seconds before this moment. Okay. Wow. This is okay. I like the tags. Let's add more. You can have 25 threats, serial killer, romance, secret identity, tricks, twisty. Okay. Mafia. Is this, so how mature, like, does this get sexually mature at any point? If it does, that needs to be hinted at either in your warning or in your tags. Love you, Missy. You're my absolute favorite reviewer, by the way. Wow. Thank you. Have I reviewed one of your books? Well, I don't think it will. Okay, great. Because I'm one of those, because that's kind of the assumption with mafia and romance, right? Is that it's going to be sexually explicit. That's what people are that's what people think of when they do mafia romance. It was just a question because honestly, this looks really good. And it would be uncommon and almost maybe really cool to have a mafia romance that's not like focused solely on just being like porn. And that's just me personally. Which I think I represent the minority, so don't worry about it. Insanity, remember? John. Yes, I do remember, Raina. That one looked so good. Your summary was also really, really good. Is he a murderer? Ray Ray is the one who did my cover and recommended you to me. Oh my goodness. Oh, are you Lima? Crystal Lima. Okay. Gotcha. Sorry, Ray Ray is Crystal Ima. That makes more sense. Okay. So let's see if we can think of any more good tags for this. So if we're thinking about, is it set in a cool city? Is it like New York? Or is it set in, like, what type of mafia are we talking? Italian? Russian? I want to know that maybe. Or is it, underworld? I like underworld, like organized crime type stuff. I reached 50K, Missy. Remember you said my book would blow up? It did. I am not surprised. I freaking knew it. Man. I freaking knew it, dude. When I read your summary, I was like, I don't know anything about BTS, but that summary, I was like, ooh, like I was like getting chills reading it. I still remember it. And it had like an Asian guy cover and it had like the pink, or when it wasn't pink. It was like metallic bubbly letters, Insanity. I remember. Was there pink on it? I don't remember it entirely, but I do remember getting like chills when I read the summary. I turned out lucky for you. Good. Yeah, no, I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised. And this one looks good too. You have good friends. Raina and Valentina are some like a little power couple here, or power duo here. I would be surprised if this one blew up. I mean, that summary kills. That is awesome. Eve loves her little sister more than anything, and she would go to any depth to keep her safe. Breaking someone's ribs? Yes. Killing them? Also yes. I love that. I've changed the book cover. I wish you could see it and review it again. Sure. If I have time at the end of this, I'll totally do it. Raina actually helped me come up with some of the plot. Nice. Valentina is my long lost soulmate. I love that. You know, the bonds with the people that you make on Wattpad, they'll last you forever. Cherry and I are going to be friends forever. Missy is good luck. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's see. Murder, mystery, plot twist, protective, romance, secret identity, serial killer. When I think serial killer, I don't think of like organized crime though. So if that serial killer is organized crime, is serial killer the right word? Or are they actually like somebody who is like compulsory killing people, like has like a sickness and needs to kill? We'll meet someday, definitely. And we're on opposite sides of the world too. Okay, Raina, do you happen to be in Australia? Is that why you keep saying nar? To be like, just so you know, I'm Australian, mate. Serial killer is someone that's killed 3 or more people. Okay, thanks, D-Not. I'm just saying that's not what you think. You also review my other book, The Wattpad Scandal, Missy. Oh, wait. The Wattpad Scandal. Let me think. Wattpad Scandal. Yes. She starts writing fan fiction about her bully, and her bully sees it. Right? I'm not Australian. Well, think harder. Am I right? Is that what the Wattpad Scandal was? That was another really cool plot. Did I really do both? Okay. Yeah. Now you got great ideas for books. That's right. You know what? Well, protagonist is a serial killer, and her skills for not getting caught are why the underworld is targeting her. Okay. Is assassin a good one? What would be like, okay, so it's like people who are hired to kill. I don't know. Sorry for stealing your spotlight, Valley. New Zealand? No. I vigilante. Oh no, because she definitely doesn't seem like a vigilante type except for just for her sister. Ooh, this is good. I don't know if I love the secret identity tag, by the way. Great one. No, assassin is the right term. Hitman. Thank you. Hitman. That's the one. Add Hitman, dude. That one I bet you is a good one. Hit woman. Hush, you belong in the light with me. I wouldn't be on here without you. You guys are adorable. Okay. Blackmail, kidnapped, mafia X serial killer. Okay, so there's this book about 2 serial killers who fall in love, and it's at Barnes and Noble, and they keep recommending it to me, even though I'm like, I don't like smut, and they said, oh, it's very smutty. But anyways, maybe you're adorable too, Missy. Thanks. Hit them. Are we talking about what country I'm from? What? We don't know. Hit person. Yeah. Okay. I feel like Hitman's a good tag. What are some good mafia sub-genres? Okay, again, city time period. Those are like setting type ones. Protective is on there. Man, I can't think of any good ones. It's pissing me off. Murder is on there. Mafia, secret identity, kidnapped. Okay, does the serial killer kidnap the sister? Ugh, that would be good. Serial killer. When I think serial killer, I think of Dexter, that type of serial killer. I'm wondering how the hell is Valley's book being reviewed in the end? Didn't she submit first? This is the beginning. This is the this is technically, hers is the very first. Eve is the serial killer. Okay. Eve. Great name. Okay. Hang on. I'm going to turn off the fan. Because I am cold. Yeah, this is actually the first. I just spent the first 2 hours reviewing an actual book that I read. So, no, she did a long review of a book she read first. Yeah, I did a really long one. It was a long one. It was D-Not. It is a good book. Okay. Threats, tricks, twisty. Does anybody have any recommendations? I'm blanking right now. Um, uh, Mafia Mastermind. What are some good, like, synonyms to intelligent, clever? Let's see. Missy, it's 1:45 a.m. here, and I have to wait till the end for my book cover review. I'm sorry, I love you, but I'm high on sleep. Wait a second. My book. Oh, I see what you're saying. Let's see. Dun dun dun. Let's look up some synonyms for clever. See if I can get some good ones. Brilliant, precocious, wise, genius. Is she a genius? Sharp, brainy, keen, rational, sensible, bookish, competent. Oh, sagacious. That's a good one. Okay. I don't know. Mastermind. Yeah, mastermind's a good one. Mastermind's in the summary here. Female lead, split POV. If there is a split POV, I don't know. But it looks good. It looks very, very cool. Nissy, you have to stay awake the whole night. The review just started. Say goodbye to sleep tonight. Well, actually, that's a first impression review. So that's basically all I'm going to do is that I loved you got my reaction to the very beginning of it. I don't have any tag recommendations. I like the cover. However, after reading the summary, you have to change that cover, right? Because this looks just like The Price of Silence. I don't know. I should be awake in less than 4 hours. I have school. Nissy. I'm doing it all one POV, otherwise it spoils the twist. Okay, great. Do it. I'm the craziest person in this chat. Argue with the wall, y'all. Okay, so after reading the summary, I think that you should change the cover. The cover just seems like a typical romance type of book. The woman on that cover is a criminal mastermind. Oh, criminal? Is criminal on there? Maybe criminal would be a good one. Is a criminal mastermind. Let's get that. I would love to see that in this cover. Like something about we have a strong female lead. She's a genius. She's in the underworld. That is intriguing. That will catch readers. If you can find a different photo that kind of hints at mob boss, like a hit woman, that would be killer. Brandon, you've lost it. You can steal the craziness from me. Cover needs brightness too. I can barely see it against all the white of Wattpad. Yes, and I feel like on dark mode it was just blended. Yes, I said that it needs to be brighter. But I do think that the cover could be better for the cool story that it just summarized. I feel so bad Missy is reviewing the book so seriously and I'm going crazy in the chat. I'm the one who no, you're fine. Okay. I think, yeah, let's do that. This is not my book. You're not doing this with me. But I think that we could use a bit more awesome of a cover. My sleep schedule could also be better. Okay. I don't have any more notes on this. If you can find a different photo, I would go with that. An actiony. Not an actiony one, but like a mob. If you could look up a mob boss woman, that would be good. A boss B cover. Violence, intelligence, strategy, criminal mastermind, protective. I don't know. You could do a lot. You could have a really cool cover. This just seems, it is good. It's definitely not a bad cover, but you could do more. So it took me 30 minutes to find that pic for the cover. Alrighty, Raina, we're raiding Pinterest later. Yeah, and another good resource that another person on here, Krisha, had used is, what was it called? Pixabay. And you can, they're like copyright free photos. So you can check that place out too. But I feel like something a little bit more where it's like This is the main character. This is her awesome story. It's a romance and it has like all like but a really cool plot. The photo just doesn't do it justice in my opinion. So I don't know. Maybe she has a gun in her hand. Maybe there's poison hinted at it. I don't know. Something a little bit more like, this is a bad bee. You don't want to mess with her. I would love to see that. And you would hook the audience that I think you're looking for a little bit better. Just a thought. Chat, let me know what you think. We'll definitely try that. I'm so used to Pinterest, but fuck you, Pinterest. You're not interesting anymore. Yeah, pin boring. My Pinterest. Okay. Call me Valentina. Author Oracle, you are up. I'd love a first impression review of His Dark Melody, The Blood Witch Chronicles. Okay, last time we looked at this, I think let's see. Oh, I did Break Me. I remember that. The Witch and the Reaper. The Witch and the Holy Free Holy. Ooh. Her like blowing smoke off of a barrel of a gun before? Valentina, that sounds really cool. Does the cover make a suggestion what the price would be? Lotus Die coming in with some real good thoughts. Okay, let's see. Author Oracle, I don't know if you're still here. Holy Free Holy. Look at this killer photo. It is pixely. It is pixely, but it is freaking awesome. His Dark Melody, The Blood Witch Chronicles, Book 1. Ooh, I love it. You're creeping. I love your cover. Is this new? Ugh, I love it. This is so freaking cool. Yeah, I love this cover. I like the colors a lot. I feel like I want to see what it would look like if the white lettering had a little bit more dimension, like either a lift or a shadow on it. But it probably looks good just like this, where it's just simple white. I like the font. I like how big it is. It's super clear. I'm getting, from the cover, I'm getting magic, fantasy, awesome female lead. I'm getting everything I want from this cover. Knocked it out of the park. I would not change anything. I'm also getting vampires because of the bats and the color choices. So I don't know if that's what it is. Okay, I'm dancing in the middle of the night in my room just to shake off the sleepiness. I hope my parents don't barge in. It's new with only the prologue released. Okay, very cool. Hang on. Okay. I'm never going to have time to read any of these. I don't know why I keep freaking adding these to my list. It just looks so good. I love that. Number 15 in Shadow Daddy. Looking forward to those tags, Author Oracle. Okay. His Dark Melody, The Blood Witch Chronicles. His Dark Melody. I love the cover. It is, again, it's giving me vampire. So just in case there's no vampires in it. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. The Blood Witch Chronicles. I'm getting magic at a minimum. Okay. Time, 11 minutes. Oh my gosh, it just started. Do you need to have read the other books to read this? Oh, there is vampires. Okay. Oh yeah, I forget is it mature? It's not marked as mature. Is this a Author Oracle that does not have sexually explicit scenes? Because I'd read the crap out of that. You should have a closed door version of your books for me to read. It's not mature? Okay. It says mature on it in the text. For once. Okay. Let's read this summary. Okay. Look at this summary. This will not be pleasant. This will not be painless. But in the end, you will thank me for saving your life this night, Melody. Oh, her name is Melody. Oh, I like that. Other than violence. Okay, cool. I'm great with that violence. I love me some violence. Okay. A woman out for revenge. A beast with a mysterious past and a hunger for bloodshed. Melody is a huntress for the Morse Equitum, the king's elite team of assassins. Ooh. Their goal, rid the realm of dangerous magical creatures, protect the kingdom of Akeldrum. That's why Melody must guard her secret with her life, for if the king found a witch among their ranks, she would surely be put to death. Oh, I love that. Secret identity. Secret identity could be a tag, just like in the last one. A fateful encounter with a dark creature leaves Melody with a sinister mark placed upon her skin, claiming her as the beasts. A fate deemed worse than death. She knows there's only one option to rid herself of such a curse: hunt down the beast and kill him herself. Oh, okay, you need a on claiming her as the beasts. I thought that was a group. You need the beast and then apostrophe S, so it's possessive, because I just read that as claiming her as the beasts, like she got marked as like part of this club called the Beast or something. Okay, a fate deemed worse than she knows there's only one option to rid herself of such a curse: hunt down the beast and kill him herself. But what happens when desire burns brighter than the need for revenge? Mature content warning, 18 plus. Okay, it was intended to be sexy, but I changed a lot. It's more young adult after getting rid of the sex scenes. Oh, cool. Well, that's cool for me. Bummer to all of your probably established readers, but yeah, this looks really, really cool. And I'm guessing she's going to fall in love with the Beast, which my love interest in my book is also called the Beast, but it's because he is considered a brute, a human. So, okay. Claiming her as the Beast, a fate deemed worse than death. She knows there's only one option to rid herself of such a curse. Ah, I love this. Okay, so I am wondering if the person who marked her is the love interest or if the Beast is the love interest. Beauty and the Beast new take, love. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to find the pic I used for my old cover. Oh, I see. Okay. Love this. Love the conflict. You're working with a great plot already. I love it. I love it. I don't really have a lot of notes at all, other than let's fix these tags. Because I see erotic romance, and mature, sexy probably don't need to be added on there. Lust, hot, maybe don't. If you're getting rid of the sex scenes, I don't know. The tags need updated because they're still marked as erotica. Yeah. Okay. Adult, Beast, dark fantasy, dark romance, enemies to lovers, erotic romance, fantasy romance, hot, lust, magic, magical, mature, morally gray, which I personally love, new. Maybe that one doesn't need to go on there. Obsession, revenge, romance, sexy, shadow daddy, probably not that one, shadow magic, slow burn, tension. Is it going to be slow burn, just the romance piece, or like the plot itself is slow burn? Because it seems like an action-packed kind of journey type story. Tension, love that. Witch. Okay, let's see. Oh, my back is killing me. I know, I'm just looking for it. Cool down. Okay, let's see. Faithful encounter. Shadow Daddy? Haven't heard that name in years. Somebody's out there writing D-Not fanfic. Slow burn romance. Action will be the main focus. I love that. Okay. So then action should be a tag here. If you're going to be making room for more tags, action adventure. Let's see. Love me a slow burn. Let's see. I don't know. You're making a lot of room to add more of like the plot style stuff. She is part of a elite team. Witch on here? Yep. Sorry. Witch is on there. Magic is on there. Magical is on there. What would be good, like huntress type of things? I released this prologue about a year ago, so I'm just now picking this project back up with edits. Oh, cool. Very cool. So you had the idea, posted it, and now we're getting to actually work on it. Very cool. Well, it looks good. It's a great plot. I'm already picturing a forest for some reason. DJ Tyrannosaurus Flex. Why my last stream? I just want to focus on my family a bit more. I've been so distracted with this stuff. Now I'm curious, if you have time at the very end, you should do a second impression of Elemental, because I know my tags need work. Okay. Jeez Louise, we're adding so many to the end. Okay. And you guys are going to have to remind me too. And yes, of course, Cherry. She doesn't like what she's been reading, so she's leaving. Missy, by any chance, can I cheat and get my book cover review after this book? I'm fine, even if it's 2-minute review, because I'm not lying when I say I'm high on sleep. So pretty please. Yeah, of course. No problem at all, Raina. I will do that. Okay. Tags. I feel like let's add more of the like kind of like fighting style things. As far as like action adventure. Well, hey, just don't forget about us. If you find time in the future, give it another go. I feel like I will. I love this way too much to probably give it up forever, but I've been, and my husband's like, don't give it up. He thinks I'll be back next week. So, but right now I'm just like, I just really need to refocus and reestablish my priorities onto my family. 'Cause they have been taking second fiddle to my constant reading and stuff. So I don't know, might take a break. Or I am taking a break. I just don't know how long it's going to be. Could be forever. Indefinite is a good word. But it could also just be like 2 weeks. We'll see. We'll see. I just need to finish my own book and then I'll have lots of time. Okay. Let's focus on magic, magical, vampires, hunters, that kind of stuff. I think you can get a little bit more. Yeah, guys. So I read this really, really great book. My break. Yeah, I took a break during the week. Yeah. Hiatus. Okay. Yeah, I did just read a really good book. It was a good one to go out on. Okay, Author Oracle. Tags need work. The summary doesn't, other than just that little tiny change on the beasts. And I think we're good. I like the quote at the top, by the way. I think that's good. I'm very interested. This will not be painless, or this will not be pleasant. This will not be painless, but in the end, you will thank me for saving your life. So that when I read that, I initially, like, my immediate thing is like, oh, okay, this is going to be like a kind of dominant style sexual fantasy type of book, because that's such, this will not be pleasant type of thing, where it's like, and especially, I think that's where you were going initially. But in the end, you will thank me for saving your life this night, Melody. It's not a bad quote, but that is my first impression, is that it's going to be sexually and, or it's going to be sexual, and it's also going to be, like dom sub type stuff. So just, that's my thoughts. Love the cover. I really love that cover. Beautiful. And I really like I like everything. It's great. I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Raina. Let's do you. You're Crystalima, right? That's what we found out. And which one am I doing? Oh, hey! Okay, so you updated Insanity. Yep. Ooh. Okay. 2-minute review. Just blowing through this. Loving a monster never ends in mercy. Novel by Raina. Insanity. Money is power and power is war. He owns it all. Okay. I love the picture. Great picture. The novel by Raina, I could hardly read. Especially in the subheading, second subheading. There's 2 subheadings on here. But I like them. So they just need way bigger. You cannot read them at all. But I do like that picture. I'm guessing, again, this is a famous guy. This is that famous guy. Jungkook. I seriously don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't know who this is, but I'm guessing this is the BTS guy. And I don't actually know what BTS stands for either. But again, assuming that's him, I like the picture because it has a little bit more color. Wow, you are American. I'm also a grown woman. Better than the previous one, at least. I cannot remember the first one. I'd have to go back to my VOD and remember what the first one looked like. I bet you it is, though. Bigger, bolder letters though. Pull it up on your phone as a reader and see what people will see when they see this. I don't know if the picture needs to be brightened. Probably not. You can't get much of his face, but if you recognize this person, I feel like you would be able to see that. 53,000 reads. Nice work. So cool. The previous one was, sorry, Jungkook. I'm glitching. You're glitching? Did you get the review of your book? I hope so. Okay. Well, as far as a quick one, I like it. Needs a little bit more. I like the subheading. Money is power and power is war. He owns it all. Loving a monster never ends in mercy. Make that bigger. Make a few things on here bigger or change the font so it's easier to read. And I like the picture. I'm getting sex symbol from him. He's not my type, but he's a beautiful young lad. Number 3 in Suga. Suga? I don't know. Guessing it's a word I don't understand. But cool. Great job. I'm guessing you just wanted the cover? Because you fixed the cover and I already did the summary before. Awesome. 53,000. He's 28. Just a baby compared to me. I like the picture. Yeah, I like the picture too. Looking at it from this though, it does look a little bit darker. If you can brighten it just a little bit, might work. Will work on the cover. Yeah, and then the lettering, like see if you can see it from that angle, look at the lettering. It's thin lettering, so you can't read it that well. So if you can make it bigger or just bolder, might be a good idea. And then you definitely can't read anything down here. So think about people who are just scrolling through looking for their next read in the first impression. But you're definitely getting like sexy Asian dude. This is going to be about him. And he does kind of look a little bit sinister. It's a good picture for, I think, your story. So, good. Great. All right. Moving on to the next one. We're going to try and get through these quickly so that I can do cherries. Okay. Irella. The Enchained. Book 1 of Souls and Sorrow. Okay. Let's pull this bad boy up. Ooh, I like that photo. Of Souls and Sorrows. Is it of Souls and Sorrows or is it of Souls and Sorrow? Okay. So probably change that. The Enchained. I like the font. However, the white is going over this little white section of this cover and you can't really read that, especially if you like back up and squint. You're like, what does that say? So either change the font, shift the spacing just a hair so that it's so that the and the Enchained are a little bit smushed together, and then you can see it's all in the dark blue. It's great. The photo, I like that picture a lot. I'm getting romance. There's maybe something a little bit ghostly about it, but that could just be me thinking about it. I don't know if there's necessarily anything to that theory at all. But this is the Enchained. I like the cover. Make those little edits. Of Souls and Sorrows, nobody's gonna be able to read that probably from their phone too. So maybe if that is really important, make it bigger. Book 1 of Souls and Sorrows, The Enchained. So it's first of a series. That's a cool picture. That's a very cool picture. Okay, let's see. Thank you so much for the second review. I wish I could stay more and continue to party, but I need sleep, so bye. The H in Enchained is kind of hard to see. Am I like on a delay or am I skipping out? Because I feel like that's the second time, Cherry, where you recommended something that I had already said, and I'm worried that nobody can hear me. You guys would tell me if you can't hear me. No, I'm just spaced out and I keep not listening. Oh, perfect. That works fine for me, just as long as you can hear, that everybody else can hear me. We're good. Okay. Sorry, I've been doing this for way too long. I'm so hungry. I didn't take my Adderall today because you're just mailing it to me. Totally audible. Thank you, Morphous Max. Okay. Yeah. So Cherry's on the same page as me. Great. Let's do this. Man, I'm so starving. Okay. Ongoing. The Enchained. Book 1 of Souls in Sorrow. Yeah, get rid of that S. Or make it possessive. I don't know. Arella S. Let's look at the summary. The elite university of Vidhar is everything Dev Vatsal hoped for. It is grand, prestigious, and has an amazing sports program. Yet, from the moment he steps onto campus, an unsettling familiarity grips him. The people, the halls, even the air itself. He feels as if he's known them forever. And then there's her. The girl with golden eyes, the one who holds all his attention yet refuses to meet him halfway. Ira Bat has spent lifetimes waiting, loving, longing. Even though she's been waiting for the love of her life to return, she refuses to go after him this time. She is convinced that if she does nothing for the next 6 months, they all will be free from the endless loop of suffering and torment. But as Dev is drawn to her with an intensity neither of them can control, and as forces beyond their understanding conspire to bring them together, Ira's resolve begins to waver. Can their connection defy their cruel destiny, or will the history repeat itself once more? Of Souls in Sorrow, Enchained is a heartbreaking story of love, friendship, longing, and the fight to break free. Okay. So, sorry you guys have to listen to me chew. Okay. Sounds like a very cool story. Dev is getting deja vu. Meanwhile, Ira can remember what's happened, and they keep going through a loop, apparently, of their lives over and over and over again, which is interesting. So she's thinking, maybe if I break the cycle, things will change. So looking forward to that. I mean, that's an interesting plot. I wouldn't change really anything about the wording here. It's a little bit too wordy in some places. So this word, but as Dev is drawn to her when intends neither control, and as forces beyond their understanding conspire to bring them together, Ira's resolves begin to waver. No, that's a good one. I wouldn't change that. Okay. I wouldn't change it. I would put some more space in between these two paragraphs because you're talking about two different characters. Is this split POV? Sounds like it. Yeah, this is a great summary. I wouldn't actually change any of this. Definitely put space in between the first paragraph and the second paragraph. And then also, if that last sentence, this one right here, can their connection defy their cruel destiny, or is that supposed to be another line? Should there be a line break in between there as well? I gotta go, sadly. I totally love this, but I have schoolwork I need to get done instead of being a procrastinator. Get your work done. Thanks for popping in, Valentina. Okay. So yeah, I would just split that off there. Other than that, I think it's great. It's intriguing. I think it's a good summary. We're bringing up the plot, for sure. Okay, let's do this. All right, so initially we need to get rid of this dash romance. That's just a typo, needs to be removed. Tags are adventure, destiny, fallen, fan fiction, fantasy, fantasy romance. Is it fan fiction? What is it fan fiction of? If it is fan fiction. Fantasy fiction. Fated love, fiction, forbidden, love, magic, mystery, new adult, past life, rebirth, romance, second chance, soulmate, supernatural, Wattpad fantasy, Wattpad India, Wattpad romance. Okay. So get rid of dash romance and just replace it. You already have romance on there, so that's just a little typo. Although I have heard of people deleting that and not being able to, and it not sticking for some reason. So Arella, give it a shot, try to delete it, and then, just keep saving and closing out and see if you can get rid of it. Wattpad should not be a tag here unless Wattpad is part of the plot. somehow, which I doubt it is. Wattpad fantasy, Wattpad India, Wattpad romance. Those can all stay because I'm assuming that you want to be part of the Wattpad India, Wattpad romance, Wattpad fantasy like programs, like the actual like sites there. Or if that's not the case, then I would say Wattpad India you can keep. But you already have romance and fantasy listed here, so maybe not. Magic mystery, new adult, past life, rebirth is a great one. What is the Groundhog Day style, like trope? What is that called? Everybody always just calls it Groundhog Day, where it's like you're living the same day over and over again. Sounds like she's living the same life. It's not reincarnation. Rebirth is great. Past life. Yeah, that's what it's referred to. It's just Groundhog Day. Okay. Time loop. Time loop could be a good tag. Thank you, Morphus Max. Coming in clutch with that one. Okay. Yeah, I think that these tags are pretty great. Let's see if Fate could be. Oh, Fated Love is already on here. Fate, Destiny, already on there. Supernatural, Soulmates, Second Chance. These are great tags. Not a lot of help there. Just get rid of romance. Get rid of Wattpad. Do you want to keep Wattpad fantasy and Wattpad romance? I don't know. The purpose of that would be if you want to be part of those special communities, which is great and fine. I would add time loop to the tags. Cherry, I love you. Yeah, time loop is a good tag to add. Yeah, I think other than that, these are pretty great. Magic, fantasy. This is pretty great. I'm sorry I can't hear without my Adderall. Sorry, Cherry. You're the bomb. You're just basically like backing up everything though. You need subtitles. Dude, I don't know how people listen to audiobooks. I cannot listen and pay attention at the same time. Anyways, I think it's a great summary. No notes. The cover is very simple and I like simple. I really like that picture. Fix the font or fix the lettering so that the white isn't on the white. Of Souls and Sorrow. Is it of Souls and Sorrows, or is it of Souls and Sorrow? Fix that. Or should it be possessive? I don't know. Make it bigger. And make the author name a little bit bigger or bolder. I can only listen to them when I take my Adderall. Otherwise, I'm screwed. Take a placebo. Good idea, D-Not. That would totally work on her. Okay. Let's see here. Next. Lost Love Fairy for In the Stars. Lost Love Fairy. I read Not My Little Sister. That was a long book that I read of hers. Okay. In the Stars. I like that font a lot. And look at this cute little cover. I like this cover. In the Stars. It's almost giving like, I don't know why, maybe it's the color combination of her her shirt, because the shadow looks like it's a little bit of blue teal. It's giving like Saved by the Bell, like kind of like 80s. Stars. I like it. I don't really have any notes. I think that the font, I really like the cool font here. I like the background. It looks like daytime, but there's stars in the background, but that's fine with me. I like the flowers. I like this. This is cute. I don't have any notes on this one, Lost Love Fairy. That looks good. In the Stars. I like that. It's just like another Destiny type of themed thing, which is pretty cool. So I like that. Ongoing Mature. An hour, 37 minutes so far. Okay. Mira is a spirited 22-year-old engineering student studying in Chennai. She yearns for independence, hoping to land a job in a city far away where she can escape the expectations and misunderstandings of a family that had never truly accepted her for who she is. The last thing on her mind is marriage. Mohan is a 32-year-old technical lead at a prestigious multinational engineering firm. Once a romantic at heart, he was sworn off love after witnessing the love of his life marry their mutual friend. When an arranged marriage is thrust upon Mira, a decision made by her family without a second thought for her dreams, she feels trapped in a life she never chose. Meanwhile, Mohan begrudgingly accepts the prospect of marriage, knowing it's a step he never wanted to take but feels obligated to uphold. Okay. Yet beneath the surface, a secret resides, one that Mira's family guards with their lives. It's a truth that could change everything. As anger simmers and magic crackles in the air, Mira and Mohan find themselves drawn together by forces beyond their control. What if your life was written in the stars? Okay, I like this. Hey, my nose hurts. Thank you for following. That's very nice. I like the cover. It's pretty and eye-catching. Yeah, I like the cover too. I do like the cover. And I like the title, In the Stars. And it seems perfect for this story. Okay, so my only note here, and this is going to be totally nitpicky, is you just need an M dash and a space in between resides in one. Otherwise, I like this summary a lot. And the reason why I like this summary a lot is it's already hooked me, right? Because it's like, oh, it's an arranged marriage thing, an Indian arranged marriage, which that was a theme in the book that I read, by this author, and it was actually really interesting to read because it was not something that I had been exposed to before, and it was really interesting. And doing their star charts was a big part of the marriage. Okay, this is just me, and it may be me just being new to Wattpad, but this synopsis is pretty long. Is that normal for Wattpad? I would say that it's not too long, and yes, I feel like that's pretty normal for Wattpad. If it is too long, I would say get rid of the fact that Mohan is a 32-year-old technical lead and prestigious multinational engineering firm. That's a detail we don't need to know yet. You know, I've seen longer ones on Wattpad. I've seen lots of longer ones on Wattpad. This one seems like more relevant as well. I think that we could, if you wanted to take this and make it shorter, you absolutely could. Lost Love Fairy. You could, the detail could be put in the book instead. So it could be Mira, a spirited young woman, moves away from India to try and escape, to try and experience independent life. The last thing discover who she is. The last thing on her mind is marriage. That's one sentence summarized. Mohan is focused on his career after losing the love of his life to his mutual friend. Next line. You know, like you could summarize this a lot more. I think it's a good summary, but yeah, that's a good note. Sorry, I'm just used to Royal Road blurbs being like 500 word max, 250 words max, differing platforms. Yeah. I would say that this is not too long, but it's also something that it's probably too long for a book jacket. Let's see. This is a book. No, this is the book that I read over the weekend, and it's really cute dialogue, fun characters, plot makes zero sense. There's so many freaking plot holes in this thing, it pisses me off, and that's all I have to say about this book. Book Talk famous, and it's just giving Book Talk a bad name. I've heard such bad things about Book Talk, and then I grabbed this one because it's not smutty, and gosh, it's like, you just want to have fun reading it, and you can have fun reading it. It's super fun. You can tell they had no idea what they were doing when they were writing this. They had fun scenes they picked up and then mashed it into a book together. Yeah, Book Talk is trash. And I bought the assistant to the villain, and I also have apprentice to the villain, and then accomplice to the villain. And it's fun to read, but it is Wattpad level writing. And I've read good Wattpad before, but this is totally Wattpad level writing. This is not, how is this a New York Times bestseller? It pisses me off to see that. Book Talk has a good name. No, it doesn't have a good name, does it? It does not. Thank you, Morphous Max. Morphous Max, I like you. Because media literacy is at an all-time low. Gosh. I was pissed. I was like, oh, instant New York Times bestseller. It has a cool name. I read the first chapter, unfortunately, of the sequel, and I thought it was going to be a lot more interesting than it was. The only thing that I'm refreshed about is that there's no smut. But, like, it's like, that's refreshing to have, like, a villain love interest with, like, it's like a golden sunshine black cat relationship, and it's not even a TikTok teens probably had AI read it for them and summarize. For real. For real, Cherry. It's the freaking worst. Ugh, my jaw hurts from talking for so long. This is an extra long stream. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, you could love Lost Fairy. Read this, get rid of the details that are just going to be in the book, and just see, okay, I want this information, shorten it. Get rid of what their careers are. Get rid of, you don't even need the city. Like stuff like that you can get rid of and try and write it again and see if you like it better. Tags, age gap, always with the age gap, but you did put 22 and 32, which is not that bad. I mean, there's a 22-year-old and a 32-year-old, totally different parts of their lives, but this is a different culture. So, hell, web novel readers are just arguing about which protagonist has the most aura. All I hear from book talk is how good the smut is, whatever new book is out. Oh my gosh. Age gap. Cherry, are you vomiting at what Dinot's saying or the age gap here? Arranged marriage, Chennai. Okay, so maybe that is Desi. Enemies to lovers, because they're arranged and they don't want to get married. Fantasy. Oh, it is fantasy, huh? Fate, grumpy, Indian romance, magic, Malayali, past life, romance, second chances, Wattpad, India. Okay, I would add a little bit more. Is Desi Destiny? I would add Destiny. I would put, enemies to lovers is great. Fate is a good one, is already on there, though I am not a fan of age gaps either. Yeah, I'm not a fan of age gaps. 22 and 32, two groups of adults, but they're different times in their life for sure. Wattpad India, second chances. Magic. That's fun. Maybe put more into the soulmates is a good one. I actually enjoy smut, but there's a lot of really trashy smut that gets popular just because people are horny and not because it's any good. Yeah. Yep. Soulmates. I would add soulmates. I would Chennai is the setting, which I'm not sure where Chennai is, but that's a good one. Fantasy, you put fantasy romance, maybe? Is it fantasy? I like my YA and that's where I'll stay. Yeah. Grumpy. Is it Grumpy Sunshine? Indian romance, Wattpad India. Age gap, arranged marriage. Is there maybe like a coming of age type of aspect to this because Mira is trying to figure herself out? I don't know. Maybe coming of age would be a good one to add. Coming of age, soulmates, maybe. I think the other ones are good on here. Okay. Moving on, Lost Love Fairy. It looks cool. I like it. Sumo rides. I'm so tired. I'm getting burnt out already. I forgot what she said she wanted me to. Like, read I would like my dearest friend. Okay. My dearest friend. Ooh. I feel like they might have applied for a full review because I feel like I've seen this before. My Dearest Friend. I have a book called My Dearest Friend. It's the love letters between Abigail and John Adams. It's supposed to be really good. I haven't read it yet. Love the cover. I also love the cover. I love the cover. This is really, really cute. I would say that the bright white looks crisp and clean, but it doesn't match the photo that's underneath. I love the red thread in the hands and the gloves. I love that. So what I would say is maybe make the My Dearest Friend, keeping it the size and the clarity that it is, but somehow match the photo a bit better. I may just have a thing for hands. Yeah. I love the title. Does the D need to be capitalized? Or are you kind of going with this is how they're doing their love letters? I don't know. So here, let me pull up my book, My Dearest Friend. Oh my gosh. Oof. My Dearest Friend, John and Abigail Adams. They did all caps, My Dearest Friend. And that's how they always started their letters. So cute. Sorry, book that I'm looking forward to reading one day. Not this year, but maybe next year. Okay. Let's try and get that My Dearest Friend either to match the very cool photo in the background. Either in the old school type or just changing the white to be a little bit more off-white. I don't know. Cherry, if you have, yeah, I would either capitalize Dearest or uncapitalize Friends. Thank you, Cherry. Okay, let's do the summary. Oh, it's complete. 12 hours and 4 minutes. It's a long one. Let's see. Oh, decent sized summary, pretty short. Is the 1860s. I think it's supposed to be it is. Or it's. It's the 1860s, and during these challenging times of the Civil War, two teenagers find comfort in their amazing friendship. As they navigate the ups and downs of growing up, their bond starts to blossom into an unexpected romance that surprises them both. This sweeping historical drama explores the tender yet unsettling experience of falling in love for the first time. I don't think that these need to be new paragraphs each time. I think that the top is supposed to be it is. It's I would say, and it doesn't need to be, it is the 1860s and during these challenging, during the Civil War in the 1860s, two teenagers find comfort in their friendship would be summarized a little bit better and read a little bit smoother as they navigate the ups and downs of growing up. Oh, I hope coming of age is one of them. Okay. Features beloved tropes like friends to lovers and heartwarming slow burn. This story captures the courage it takes to face the unknown depths of love, because sometimes the bravest thing of all is to trust your heart, even when it's scary. This needs to be an M- with a space instead of a hyphen. For readers who crave a touching tale of self-discovery, emotional growth, and the extraordinary power of love. Okay, I really like that. Top ranked tags, number 1 in 1860, number 6 on Clean. This book is entirely a work of fiction inspired by historical events of the American Civil War. The characters are all fictional and the rights to this work are reserved by the author. Maybe something like during the 1860s in the midst of the Civil War. Yeah, something reading a little bit similar or a little bit smoother would be better there. Tags, 1860, ballroom. Oh, I like that already. Should be capitalized. Yeah, you're probably right. I think the event should be capitalized. Civil War. Ballroom battle. Best friends. Civil War. Clean. Coming of age. Good job. Coming of age. Cozy drama. Fiction. First kissed. Forest. Friends to lovers. Love that. Letters. Literature. Love story. Maryland. Original. Romance. Slow burn. Small towns. Traditional. True love. Yearn. Young. Young love is a good one. But I don't know if you've used up all of your tags. I'm not going to count these, but if you can add young love, that would be a good one. Add American to the first paragraph. True, America is not the only country, despite what Americans are taught. You know, it is weird to think that civil wars did happen in other countries, but that is in the 1860s, during the American Civil War, it is capitalized. Yeah, I would either, okay, hang on. Civil War, I think Civil War should be capitalized. I think it's good. Okay. Yeah, I think that this is awesome. I love these tags. I love the cover. This actually looks really cool. This looks really sweet. It's a long one. 12 hours. Slow burn, friendship, war. Seems like there's a lot going on here. This looks good. Fix the beginning. Because that makes it seem like the entire book's going to have little stuff like that. I love the little iconic. Yeah. This stuff. This is cute. The ornamental scene breaks are very cute. Like that. Okay, next one. That was fast. That happens when it's good, I guess, huh? Where am I? Oh, Sinister Lux. I would like it for a book if you have time. Okay, I didn't say what the name of the book is. Hopefully they just have one. Nope. Did they say which one? Sinister Lux. Hi, I would love to have a first impression review on my book if you have time. Thank you so much. Oh, there we go. Captured Heart. Captured Heart. That is creepy. Not what I was expecting from a book called Captured Heart. Ew. It's off-putting for real. That is super, super creepy. I don't like that, but I'm guessing it's a scary book. You cannot read the words heart very well. You want to make that bigger or bolder. Makes me want to lick the eyeball. Nice. Yeah, I would make this bigger, and if you want to put people off and be like, yeah, this is a creepy, weird book, then this is a great start. Captured Heart. Weird title for something that seems really creepy. Okay. Complete. Mature. Let's see. Minnow, the beloved... Oh, wait, let me see. Okay, it's... Minnow, the beloved vocalist of K-pop sensation Nebula, retreats to his hometown for a much-needed hiatus after 7 grueling years in the spotlight, hoping to... Okay, let's do a period new sentence. Hoping to escape the pressure... Okay, hang on. That just seems like really long. Hoping to escape the pressures of fame and rediscover himself. However, his search for peace takes a sinister turn when he encounters a devoted fan whose obsession traps him in a twisted nightmare. Isolated and held captive, Minnow is forced to confront the darkest sides of fame, his own fractured identity, and the haunting price of stardom, all while plotting his escape and clinging to the hope of reclaiming his freedom. I feel like that second sentence also is a little bit too long. That's a run-on for sure. It needs to be reworded. Okay. Ooh, but it is a very cool, like, intriguing idea. Okay, so that's a really, really, there's a, like, chapter summary on here that should probably be removed. You do not need to have a chapter summary in your summary. Very cool idea. It's giving Misery. I would honestly, you can look up tags for, like, Misery, the Stephen King novel and movie, which is kind of like the same idea, which could be really cool to see what they put on there. Redo those so they're not run-ons. However, very cool. Disclaimer, the songs that are used as Nebula's songs, and it's fan fiction. Okay, so this should be, one of the tags should definitely be fan fiction. The songs that are used as Nebula's songs are from real groups and are real songs. Oh, Nebula is a not a real K-pop band. Okay, that's good to know. I'm assuming. Real songs. The songs used are Chasing That Feeling. Okay. Please note that while the story features Korean culture and the world of K-pop, I am not Korean. I have done my best to research and represent aspects of the culture accurately, but there may still be some inconsistency or misunderstandings. If you notice anything that doesn't align with the culture or customs, I would truly appreciate your feedback so I can improve in the future. Thank you for reading, and I hope you enjoy the story. That's very sensitive. I love that. That's a good summary. I would say that's creepy. I don't like the cover. I think I was getting like paranormal, like creepy demon stuff from this. That is so creepy, but you do you. The only thing that I would say about the cover is just make sure that heart is a lot bigger and bolder. That summary, I think without the run-ons, like grammatically needs to be reworked, but the idea behind it is intriguing. So I like it. Honestly, though, got me wondering, why are you choosing an eye? Dina might be on the team of keeping this as your cover. I don't know. It's just so creepy. You guys watch that book, or watch that book, excuse me. Watch that movie. And it wasn't the others. Us? Is it Us? Yeah, on mobile, it just looks like a creepy eye stating captured. I love watching books. Dang it. I think it's Us. Do on the grass. Hey, desperately wish I could watch books. You can. You just watch, and it's like just pages and pages of subtitles. Just put it up on your TV and you're watching books. Yeah. I like this. Let's look at the tags. Creepy. Disturbing. Okay. I think we're on the right track then with that cover. English, escape, escaping. Pick one. I think keep escape. Fangirl. Ooh, like swim fan. Fiction. Hostage. Industry. Maybe get rid of that. Korean dramas, because I'm guessing that meant K-pop industry. Get rid of industry. Korean dramas, cool. K-pop, yes. Mental health, music, mystery, thriller. Thriller is a good one. Yep, thriller's on the twice, good. Obsessed, obsession. Get rid of obsessed, keep obsession. Plot twist, psychological, sasang, scary, sci-fi, stalker, stalking, taken, thriller, hostage, kidnap, maybe. Kidnap would be good. Music industry. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. You're right. Morphus Max is always right. Jeez Louise. Okay. Yeah, probably music industry. I think that you could probably get rid of industry. You can keep music, or you can get rid of music. Thriller. Oof. Psychological thriller. This looks creepy. Like good. This looks good. I wish I could watch Stephen King's The Shining and read Jack Nicholson chasing Shelley Duvall through the Overlook. I have not read any Stephen King. I don't think I ever will. I don't like to be scared. I'm a fan of the cover too. Definitely creepy. Okay, people are liking your cover. So it's just me. Keep your cover, dude. Keep your cover, Sinister Lux. You do not need to listen to me. I just don't like it because it's off-putting, but maybe it should be off-putting. This sounds kind of cool. This is like a cool Missy L. I'm a loser. Sorry, guys. Yeah, this looks really cool. Fangirl. I like it. I really like this. This is very cool. Kidnapping should be on here because kidnapping does not apply to just kids. Yeah, if it's sinister and creepy story, the cover works. Please read The Shining. It's a wonderfully singular experience. No thanks. I don't like to feel gross. It will off-put people who don't want to read creepy things and draw in people like me or like that. Okay. Cherry's got a point. You know what? Don't change a thing on your cover until they release a sequel to The Shining. I didn't know there was a sequel to The Shining. Okay. Great tags, great summary, just a little bit of reworking and you're good. And then keep that cover because the people who want it will want it. And then make sure that captured heart, the heart part needs to be bigger. I cannot read it. Okay. Moving on. Oh my gosh, I don't feel good. Okay, she's not free if you have time. My regret, her pain. Oh my gosh, I have to go in like 5 minutes. What is this? Okay, let's see. Hey, can you do a first impression on my book if you have time? Thank you. My regret, her pain. Oh, she renamed it after her. Okay, after her, as far as the covers go, They look like twin sisters or something, or just sisters, and it looks really cutesy. You'll have to come back next week to do the rest of the impressions. Oh my gosh. What the heck? I've been doing this since 10 o'clock this morning. I've been doing this for over 4 hours. Doctor sleep is still good, but doesn't hit the same as 2 pages that can give you chills describing a kid looking at a fire hydrant. Okay, after her. I like the cover. This is a cute picture, and the font matches everything. You can read it well. I think this is a great cover. Jan Lynch. In every friendship, especially us girls, we have our very own unspoken guidelines. This first sentence doesn't make any sense. And of course, in every rules doesn't make any sense. There is a top, the very top, literally the one that sets the foundation, which is girl code number 1. Never date your best friend's ex. Erin was my best friend. I was there during her happiest and heartbreak, and I broke the code with her almost 6 years long used to be boyfriend, Owl. Okay. This is, you can tell that it's a really cool story. It doesn't make sense. Also, not that the words, it's like the grammar is wrong. Stream's still going. You just don't want to give it up. Hi, Keita. Are you all done selling your hot tubs? Yeah. In every friendship, especially us girls, that doesn't make sense. So in every friendship, comma, especially us girls, comma, we have our very own unspoken guide. We have our very own, get rid of very own. We have our unspoken guidelines. And of course, in every rules, nope, there is a top, the very top, literally the one that sets the foundation, which is girl code number 1, never date your. So this really needs to be reworked. It doesn't, the words don't make sense. There's commas where there doesn't need to be. There's words where there doesn't need to be. I don't know if this sounds like you might be English second language. So I would have somebody English who speaks English read this and edit it so that it makes a little bit more sense. Because this doesn't make sense. However, the concept sounds very cool. Still selling hot tubs, but it's a slow at the moment. She told me to, yeah. I would get rid of especially us girls because guidelines and codes are gender neutral. There's guy code and there's girl code. However, so I had 2 sisters very close in age to me, and we had a code. We do not date anybody that the other people in our group have dated. So that was a very, very serious rule. We never did. There was one guy who was like, I'm going to date all 3 of you. And he didn't, but he did kiss all 3 of us as his funny little thing. Enjoy the final hour of stream until you hang it up forever. Yeah, no, I have 5 more minutes. So let's see. Okay. Tags, adult content, best friends, broken heart, completed, dating, doubt, friendship, guilt, hurt, Indonesia, love, mature, new adult, regret, romance, short story, Wattpad romance. Get rid of Wattpad. Betrayal would be a good one. Guilt, is guilt on, oh, guilt's on there. Broken heart. Yeah, I think that the other ones are good. Sorry, I do not. Hello, Dillinger. Oh, wow. Been a long time since I saw someone reviewing Wattpad. I love Wattpad. Okay. Yeah, I think betrayal would be a good one to add to this. Other than that, it's good, and definitely fix the language on the summary. Sorry, I'm going real fast because I'm trying to get through all these. Lika Shara, hi, can you please do a first impression book called Some Secrets Kill? Let's do this. Oh my gosh. My back is killing me. Ooh, look at this cover. By Nissy. Nissy's on here. Sorry, Nissy. Some Secrets Kill. A secret so dangerous it was buried with him. Okay. I want to fix the I like the font style where it's like scraped out and stuff. However, I want to fix the font. You need to do a caps lock on the S, or you need to capitalize the S and the K, and you also need to bring those The spacing together, the secret so dangerous it was buried, a secret so dangerous it was buried with him. Love that subheading. Needs to be bigger, needs to be bolder. I like the picture. By Nissy also needs to be bolder because I can't really see that. The font is too thin. I do like the picture. I don't have any notes really on the picture. The only thing is that the pictures chosen have different lighting, so they're very clearly copied and pasted. However, that's being really nitpicky. Okay. And I'm sorry, I'm just going to go really, really fast. Sorry, Nissy. Thank you. I'll fix the summary, Jen. Oh, hey, you're right there. Thank you so much. And glad I can help. Use a taller, narrower font for the title so it can fit in one line, or make kill bigger. I think that's a really good idea, Cherry. Taller, thinner font. Some secrets, making kill bigger could have some impact too. Just mess with the font a little bit. If you're using Canva, it should be really easy to do. I write poetry in Wattpad, so not everyone's cup of tea. I'm so bad at poetry. I don't know jack about poetry. Okay, some secrets kill. I love the title. I like the subheading a lot. Let's read this summary. Heron, a journalist at Nova Press, never for once imagined that her final encounter with her longtime friend would be an argument. Now he's dead. He's murdered. She is determined to uncover the truth. She joins forces with Detective John Jungkook, a man who makes her heart beat crazily, even in situations where it shouldn't. But as they keep chasing the mystery, they are surrounded by a number of clues, clues which felt too easy, clues which were misleading. Oh, some secrets aren't meant to be found. Some secrets are meant to be buried, and some secrets kill. Love the title drop. That's awesome. Do you want to risk it all and uncover the buried secret? I love that. BTS mystery thriller fan fiction. Okay, I like that. Contains violence, murder, cursing, and suicide. Nice. Which the first 2 hours were a book review, but 4 hours is still a long time to stream. I would word the first line in every friendship. There are guidelines that one must never break. Oh, good job, Cherry. How have you done this for hours straight? Yeah. My jaw hurts from talking so much. I like the summary. I would say that this needs fixing grammatically. I feel like you are getting your point across. It's a detective mystery thing. Should we get a little bit more of a lead on the mystery or not? I think it's good. How you do not need to make this a second paragraph. I think that this should be back up. I think that this could be these two right here, one paragraph, right? Jeez Louise. Okay. These could be one paragraph. Okay. Okay, let's look at these tags. We have a lot of room for opportunity. There's a lot of words on here that I don't know what they are, and is that what BTS stands for? Bang Tan Son Yandan? BTSFF, fanfic, BTS Jungkook, crime, fanfiction, friendship, John Jungkook, JKFF, Jungkook FF, fanfiction, Min Yoongi, mystery thriller, Park Jimin. Okay. Those are all great tags. Let's add to it. So mystery thriller, have mystery and thriller separate as well. Crime, detective. Should secrets be on here? Let's do genre style tags. So look up mystery thriller type of genres, look up the subgenres and add to it. Fan fiction is great. Friendship there's obviously a romance aspect to it that's not added here. Romance, are they like a work romance? Sounds like, I don't know, maybe add stuff about the romance, add more stuff about the mystery thriller thing about it, and then we're good. And I have 1 more minute until I gotta go. Murder, killer, mystery. Thank you, Cherry. Freaking amazing. Okay. Let me do a review of my lineage twist. Let's do it. Okay, wow. So I can't read anything. This looks like a magazine cover. First of all, the cover is on the side. Plus, oh, it's in a different language. Okay, lineage twist. This is all in a different language, but it doesn't matter because I cannot read it anyways. The background of the guy holding up a umbrella, it looks like this needs to be a different picture. You can barely tell what's going on. Even if you were to brighten this up, you either need to zoom out so you can actually see a man holding up a umbrella for somebody, because this, you can hardly tell what's going on. The lettering you cannot read at all. Even if I spoke French or whatever language this is, I would not be able to read pretty much all of it. Ooh la dikele emprele. I can't read any of that because the font is too thin. It is too dull. Everything needs to be brightened up, bolder, bigger. And then also, that's a lot of wording for a book cover. It looks like a magazine cover. It says exclusive. Maybe it is a magazine cover. I don't know. But this is not a great cover in my opinion. I thought that was a gun at first. Yeah, so it's a weird picture. Thank you for the review. I will definitely use all the suggestions. Sorry, Nissy, that I had to rush. Is it Portuguese? Okay, let's do this. Lineage twist. Let's do this. No, maybe French. I can't. It looks like French to me. I don't know. Oh, of course, my computer's being slow. Okay, lineage twist. Ongoing, 1 hour. And this is in French. Sorry, I cannot read French. Let's do the tags. Arranged marriage, betrayal and bloodlines, corporate intrigue, cutthroat ambition, drama, empires wars, family wars, gossip girl vibe, high society chaos, high society drama. Okay, add elite somewhere in here. That's a good one because that's what people are looking for with gossip girls type stuff, is the elitist like community. Manipulative games, morally gray characters, political machinations, power plays, sharp-witted protagonists, shifted dynamics, succession vibe, twists of loyalty. These are very specific tags and they're not bad, but these are not like searchable. What is the actual genre? It looks like drama. Is there any, there looks, it's arranged marriage, it's romance. Is it a any type of thriller? Is it slow burn? Is it I would look at more genre style tags. The rest of this is really cool. Definitely gives me a vibe for what's going to happen. However, these are way too specific. There's too many like mixed words here. Okay. Who was that? Empires something. Hang on. French. It's okay, Missy. It was still very useful to me. Sorry, Missy. Some of it was who has said that empires something. Wow, reviewer won't review book just because she can't read it. Rude. Didn't she put in the rules that the book need to be English? Missy's nicer than me. I would have skipped. I did not put in my review that it has to be English. My bad. Sorry, but I only speak English and a little bit of Dothraki and High Valyrian. Wait, still live, sweet. I'm supposed to be logged off 3 minutes ago. My daughter's going to be like, you were late to work. If I'm not there waiting for her when she comes out of the school, she thinks I'm like dead. You think it's common sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, fix these tags. They stink. They're great, but they stink. Like these are intriguing tags. However, I would assume that all of this is in the summary, and the tags need to be more genre, setting, fan fiction. Like, think about that more. Like, high society is a good one. Elitist is a good one. Ambition, drama. New York is Paris. Like, where is this set? Could be fun. Arranged marriage is a good one. Romance. And then look up the keywords for things like Gossip Girl, things like Succession, movies like Succession, and then steal them. That's what you should do. Oh my gosh, Missy, go. Just come back in a couple of weeks and finish the rest. That was my last one. However, Cherry, my daughter's fine if I'm a little bit late. Let's do the Anastasia. Oh, wait. I can just go to my profile. Succession is so good. My husband watched it. He thinks I would like it, but I just don't watch enough TV. Okay, am I doing the Elemental 2? Which one am I doing, Cherry? Or am I just doing the Elemental? Why is it only showing 3? She'll be staring at you again. Yeah, just the first one. Okay. The Elemental. First of all, we love the cover. Zero things wrong with cover. Look at that, the Waddies. And I love that the drop is on the outside of the Waddies sticker. That is so cool. The Elemental, you can read it perfectly. Anastasia Ellis needs to be bolder because I can't hardly read that. Okay. And The Elemental is a perfect title. Look at that Waddies winner. Look at that Cherry, go. Go, Cherry, go. Okay. 6 hours, 7 hours, decent size. Okay. Fleeing her billionaire father's round-the-clock guards, Alyssa Maxwell escapes to the rooftop of this week's hotel for a quiet swim, only to find it occupied by a fearsome criminal, a talent. All her life, she's been told that the Talents, a group of terrorists with incredible powers, are violent and dangerous. But this handsome stranger brings her a different tale and an offer. Allow him to take her hostage for ransom, and he'll give her the freedom she's always longed for. But can she trust the kidnapper who claims her father is a killer? I love that. It's good. It's very good. I mean, I don't really have any notes on the summary. It's better than what I could come up with. Maybe highlight the powers a little bit more. Because it's more like focusing on the kidnapping. I don't know. Okay, California. Clocker. Death. Diverse. Dystopian. Elemental. Elements. Does elemental need to be a tag? Also, clocker. So no clocker. No elemental. Enemies to lovers. Female protagonist. Love. Mind reading. New adult. Powers. Rebellion. Relationship. Romance. Shaper. Get rid of that one. Slow burn. Superhero. Superpowers. Talent. Get rid of that one. Teen. Text to speech. Thinker. Get rid of that one. Waddies 2022. Young adult. Add. Action. Add. Is it magic? Would it be considered magic? Dang it. I have to go. Text-to-speech was added by Wattpad. Nice of them. Okay. Yeah. I would, get rid of Clocker, Thinker, Shaper, Elemental. Those are too specific just to your book. Elements is a good one. Maybe add magic. I know it's not really magic. Maybe add sci-fi. Go genre specific. Go, action, sci-fi, mystery, plot twist. Those are good ones. Okay. Thank you everybody for joining me for my last one because they freaking were reading on my book without asking. And thank you for coming. Thanks for letting me review your books. And thanks D-Not for everything. And thanks Dillinger Dick for, is that what that says? For following. Okay. Catch you guys